Hey, it's your host, Rodney G. Petty, and welcome to the Rodney G. Petty Real Estate Show. It is Monday morning, February the 10th, and we are bringing you some great information today. Glad you can make it here with us. Let me tell you, we're going to be here bringing you some great real estate information. We want to start your week off with very powerful information to help you make some great real estate decisions in the very near future. We're going to get ourselves set up here and we're going to bring some things forward, which is really going to blow your mind this morning. And we hope you enjoy the show. Again, you can see our show on the rebroadcast on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn. You could see us on all these social media platforms. We are pushing to make this one of the best real estate shows in New York. Again, we are coming to you from New York. So look for us. We're going to be bringing you a lot of information. But one of the first things we're going to bring you today is what's in the news. What was hot last week? Let me tell you what was hot last week. The no brokers fee. Oh my goodness. The state legislation passed a law that, let me say this, there were so many different interpretations by CSNBC, by Fox, by CNN, the New York Post, the Wall Street Journal. They were on TV on local News 12. Everybody was talking about the no brokers fees when it comes to renting apartments. This is what is in the news. I want to bring you my perspective on this situation with this new law. And I want to tell you what I think from sitting from a professional position doing real estate for many years. I want to give you my perspective and concerns. Anytime there's a change in the market, there's always new businesses popping up and there's businesses going out of the business. Now, the real estate, I don't see the real estate going out of business. First of all, number one, this was a practice, a normal practice in certain places, like Westchester, the no brokers fee, the owners paying the broker a part of the fee, which was the month's rent or the month's security. This was a normal practice for many years. Those of you that have done a business up in Westchester, you know there was a lot of apartments where the owners would pay the broker the real estate fee and they would move forward from there. Now the new state law has come in effect. Now this is going to affect all the boroughs, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx. It's going to take a new language, new verbiage, new training, and new awareness for this to work. Because I'm going to tell you, some people could suffer behind this. And you know who are the people that could suffer behind this? The people that don't have great credit, they don't have outstanding employment verification. They could suffer in the long run from this. Why? Because they're not going to try to use a broker. The new law says the only way you're going to pay a broker's fee, if you call that broker up and say, I need to hire you to find me an apartment. A lot of people are not going to do that. They want to save that money, and rightfully so. That's fair market play. But what's going to happen with that? That's going to put a lot of would-be tenants in a position to deal with owners direct. And what is it going to do for the owners? It's going to cost them money to screen clients. Oh, yeah. It's going to cost the owners, the landlords, money to screen clients. If you're a landlord, look at this scenario. You get 10 applications. You put a rental out there, you take 10 applications. What do you think the cost is going to be per rental? Let's say it's $100. That means it's going to cost you $1,000 to do credit check, do employment verification. It's going to cost you money. Those screenings are not free. A credit report, it's not free. I see some agencies, they charging $100, $150, $200, let alone if you want to go any further and try to ascertain some more information on your would-be tenants. It's going to cost the landlord's money. Some landlords are going to say, look, I don't have time to be screening all these clients. I don't have time to be taking all those calls. They're going to choose a realtor that they trust and have been doing business with for years, and the realtor is going to be hired to take care of business. The businesses that I think are going to suffer are going to be rental sites that take on inventory. Oh, yes, I could see those businesses taking a pinch because there's going to be less inventory on the market that way. It's going to be less inventory on the market. I could see certain other businesses flourishing, like tenant screening businesses. You're going to see a lot of them pop up. A lot of junk sites are going to pop up, and they're going to offer all kind of criminal background check, employment verification, credit reports, but it's going to cost owners money. And I'm going to say this. Here's a valuable thing that I learned about being a realtor. Our services and connections with landlords is valuable. I put tenants in places that had flaws in their credit, and they turned out to be good tenants. Because when you're a realtor, you know this guy rented an apartment from me already. He was in an apartment for 5 years, always paid his rent. Some new things came up. Maybe the owner wanted to sell. Maybe the owner was getting out of being or had to move family members in. And what happened? Those tenants, they're good, but people have problems, especially with us coming out of the recession. People have blemishes on their employment, their credit, and a lot of owners are going to be disqualifying clients with blemishes. What you tell me? You tell me. You inbox me. You tweet me. You call me. You text me, and you tell me what's going to happen to those clients. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. They're going to get pushed out of this city. They're going to say, I can't find an apartment. A lot of them are going to have to. Here go another business that's going to benefit. Credit repair. They're going to benefit from this move. You see how this works? A lot of businesses are going to get pinched. Landlords are going to get pinched if they don't want to pay the broker's fee. It's going to cause turbulence in the market. Some realtors are going to lose money too because they're not going to conform to the new laws, and they might give up. But that's going to be up to them. I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to keep myself current. I'm going to keep you current on the situation at hand, and we're going to get by, and we're going to be able to offer excellent services to all our clients like we have been for years. You're watching the Rodney Petty Real Estate Show. We're covering what was in the news, and this was in the news last week. The no brokers fee. The law came down from the state, and this is what we had to deal with. We're going to come back to you right after this commercial break. We're going to get another chance to hear some more outstanding real estate information, and we're going to come back to you right after this commercial break. Oh, that's our website. You can go to our website and find all of our information. We are here for you. You're watching the Rodney Petty Real Estate Show. We come to you every Monday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're on all the social media sites. We're now going to get into the next segment of the show, which is your local market report. If you saw episode 1, we did a very broad market report where we did pretty much a national report. Okay, we did pretty much a national report where we showed you what was going on in the United States with real estate. Now we're going to narrow it down, and rightfully so. We're going to narrow this down to the Bronx market. Yes, that's right. We're going to narrow this down to the Bronx market. So let's get right into it. Let's bring up some items here that's going to help you understand what's going on in the Bronx market. And let me explain to you what I did to help you make a better conscious decision when it comes to selling your property or knowing the value of your property. There's other videos that I did, like the Zillow's estimate. You can go to our page and you can see those things. But today, I'm going to show you some of the top sales in the Bronx. First, we're going to start off with this property here. We're going to bring you this property up here. I'm going to bring this down, and we're going to bring you some information. This is your Bronx market report. What I did was I took a co-op, a condo, and a one-family home, all 3 bedrooms, 2 baths. And I'm going to show you the top prices of these properties that sold in the Bronx in 2019. Okay, so I'm going to bring it up here. I'm going to bring the addresses up here. Again, this is public information, and this information I'm going to show you, this is coming from my MLS. So this is some very good information, and again, it's coming from my MLS, which is the Hudson Gateway Association of Realtors. And the first listing that we're going to be looking at today, we're going to be looking at this listing on Meshulah. This is a deal that closed. This is 340 East Meshulah Parkway. This was a 3-bedroom, 2-bath co-op. It was sold for $360. Very good price. And this is the building that this unit was in. This was 2H in Harry. It was sold for $360. The list price was $379. This was a very good sale right here in the Bronx. This was over in the Belmont, Fordham area, also known as Mount Carmel. We're going to be bringing you all this information. You're watching the Rodney Petty Real Estate Show. We're giving you the Bronx report. We are going over some of the top sales in the Bronx. This was 340 Meshulah Parkway. This unit sold, 3-bedroom unit sold for $360. That was very good profit. I'm going to go to the next unit, which was a condo. And this unit, I'm going to bring one of these down. This unit was also put on the market in 2019. And they made a very nice deal on this property also. I'm going to bring this down. Bear with me for one moment. And they made a very good profit on this unit also. So I want to bring this down. And here we go. I want the properties up there. All right. I'm going to change the address. This is the next property that sold. This is a condo. This is 380 Blackstone Avenue. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo. It was listed at $699 and it sold for $665. You see that? Very good profit. This was over in the Kingsbridge area, and this property sold for $665,000. Look at that. And this was a 3-bedroom unit. I want you to see this. I'm only going to bring up one picture, and this was the unit here. Somebody made a really good profit. I'm bringing you the Bronx market report, and this was a very good profit that somebody made off of this condo. I'm going to bring up the last property, which is a 1-family home. And again, someone made a very good profit off of this. I want to take this down, and I want to bring you the next property. And the next property is, if I'm saying this right, Trinity Avenue. Okay, if I'm saying that right. Okay, that's a tongue twister for me. Trinity Place. So I'm going to get the picture. This was a 1-family, 3-bedroom property that sold. Look at the selling price on this property, and here it is here. This property sold for $800,000. The list price was $850. Okay, here's the information here. This is the last listing, and it sold for $800,000, and the list price was $850. This was a 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. I took some exclusions. I didn't do a waterfront property. I didn't do a house that had a big lot. I pretty much kept everything 3 bedrooms, 2 baths in the Bronx areas. And again, this one family in the Bronx, 104, I'm sorry, this property is in Throsnext, 10465. And this one family sold for $800,000 back in March the 22nd, 2019. Early spring. Sellers, early spring. You see what's going on. The prices on properties, they're high, they're up. So this is a seller's market. If you need to get yourself a CMA, I'm here to service you and get you a CMA and see what the value is on your home for the spring market. The market is doing very well. Again, we're in a seller's market, so a lot of good things are going on. You're watching the Rodney Petty Real Estate Show. I'm going to come back to you right after this commercial break. Oh, that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. I want to bring up some information here. We are getting ready to close out our show here. I'm going to show you a really nice tour of a luxury home up in Mount Vernon. This is 97 Lorraine Avenue. I want to thank you for watching the Rodney Petty Real Estate Show. I hope you enjoy this pictorial tour of 97 Lorraine Avenue. Again, look for us on Mondays at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you for watching and supporting the Rodney Petty Real Estate Show. Enjoy.